Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that.
That's kind of funny, the ref standing on the O.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout.
No PI?
Incompletion on third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He turns it loose to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. throws to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They booted away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And some room to work. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Line getting set on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's going to run it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line.
Yo, Freeway, make sure we're rushing 3, buddy.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running it to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to...
Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and
He's going for the goal line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period.
I should have just kept running.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with the pick.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Under pressure and down.
I had a guy wide open down points. I got the pass.
It was once said that greed is good, but that quarterback got a little too greedy, and it was not good.
No, it wasn't good, but if we got rid of the football just a second earlier and not taking the sack, not gotten the negative play, I think it would have been just fine. I don't mind the aggressive play nature to try to throw it and try to take a shot because I know the defense is going to be aggressive on 3rd and short.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan.
Offense, where you at,
if
man?
anything big happens, you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Flips it out to the back.
You gotta be kidding me. Let's go good tackle, Cuba Taylor.
And got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. It's 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. How about
There's defense. There's no way we let him catch that.
On that throw and catch for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Horrible defense.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now, he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them.
I didn't think he'd catch that.
End zone, it'll be a touchback.
I should have switched on to the guy in front, not the guy back.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's Van Buren. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time before he fires right.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the middle.
I should have thrown it earlier. I should have thrown it earlier.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. He tries to and it falls in his grasp.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Going over the top.
Dude, like, why is my defense just not
Touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
These deep passes, I'm just getting beat
Football
on.
had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You gotta be kidding me, defense.
Grabbed in the end zone to put 6
You gotta be kidding me.
And they trust their QB to execute.
Oh my
like they
God,
have the whole
bro.
first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
You gotta be absolutely kidding me.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on.
Defense cannot intercept the ball. Or just play defense on a deep ball at that.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And he gets the ball back.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away.
Come on, defense. Like,
the ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Just lob the ball up, bro.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the
offense ain't helping either.
They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this
I'm
offense
furious.
working.
I just can't play defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Moore will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel
No, bro, he's my best
and the
tackler.
defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Oh.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown.
3rd and 8 defense.
Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Good
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is exactly what this defense needed. Man, they needed to start fast. Obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
Did I touch that?
Down right there.
Thank God. Oh my God, I would have probably broken my controller.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And a pickup of 8 open.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. You just gotta be kidding me, dude. 8 speed? Like, what?
World of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains.
Maybe it's because I hurried
That
up.
type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Wilcox. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're
Some
getting the
more
running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air. It's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Trying to barge their way in. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
To the ground with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The Ducks send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the ball comes to rest right there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Smashes it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the give off the left side. Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Clemson! And in In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Pocket breaking down. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He gets out of bounds, picks up the first down, 30 seconds left. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Hill. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
He throws one to the left. And he's got it.
Dude, there's just
Shoved out
my
of bounds.
defense
They'll
is
mark
just
him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, defense, now you need a big play. You got the incompletion. You need one last play to keep this offense out of the end zone, and you win the game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lets it fly. He knocked it away.
Thank God, bro.
And saved
Lucky
the
as
game
fuck.
as this one is over. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers. playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Guess what? Wait, what's what?